Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to another Madden 18 gameplay video. It's HPG209 here. We're going to get into another season's gameplay. That's my team, and we're going to show you our record. I ended up taking the L in the last game, so we need to redeem ourselves here. So that's my top three. Here's my opponent's top three. He has that 92 overall Legend Born Moon, so from here, the kickoff he went nowhere. So he takes a no yard gain there, sends in the pocket, and he goes deep to his receiver, and he comes down with it. So we need to stop those big plays. And right here, he catches me on my D line, and he goes nowhere. His next play was an incompletion, so it goes nowhere. So he settles for a field goal, and he goes up 3-0. So now it's our ball, and we need to try and score. We stand in the pocket, and we hit Tyreek Hill for a pretty good game there. Then we run it with Marshall Faulk. We get a 3-yard gain. So from here it's 2nd and 8, and we hit the wheel route to Chris Carter, and he goes out of bounds. Don't want to take a big hit and risk a fumble. So from here, Marshall Faulk goes up for a good 13-yard gain on the play. So now 1st and 10, go nowhere. 2nd and 10, we're going to run a screenplay to Marshall Faulk again, and it almost gets us the first down. So here it's 3rd and 1, and we got lucky. Oh wait, no, he dropped it, so that's 4th and 1. So we pitch it to the right, and it looked like that would have been a stop for a loss, but we just went all the way around and got him with Marshall Faulk. We got down to the 3. So from here, fullback dive, go nowhere. Try to run it up the middle, and Marshall Faulk goes in all the way for a touchdown. So now we're up 7-3. So my opponent gets the ball and gets a pretty good return down to the 34. So he does the play action, rolls out, and he gets nailed. I was hoping for a fumble there, but we didn't get it. So he punches the ball after 2 incompletions. So now it's our ball again. And from here, we try and run it, and we lose 2 yards. From here, we stand in the pocket, and we threw an interception. That was a terrible read, but I threw it anyways. Boneheaded move. So now here we are again, shooting ourselves in the foot. So he gets the ball, our ball now, and keep trying to establish the run game, and it goes nowhere. From here, we try and do a screenplay to Falk, and he get a nice 5-yard gain there. So now it's 3rd and 5. We're gonna hit the corner here to Chris Carter, but now it's a first down here. So from here, we're gonna try and scramble. See Jerry Rice open, kind of, but luckily I didn't throw it because most likely that would have been an interception. So 2nd and 22, we run it up the middle. 3rd down, we go nowhere. So now it's 4th down, I decided to go for it, and we get sacked. So my opponent gets the ball in good field position. His first play was a play action, goes nowhere. 2nd play is a run, and he gets a 8-yard gain. From here, he swings it out to his running back. I tried picking it, but I took a bad angle, and he gets a pretty nice yard gain to the 22. So now 2nd and 10. He gets sacked. We had everybody covered pretty good. Now it's 3rd and 20. He has nowhere to go, so he's going to chuck it deep, and we intercept it with Rod Woodson. So we're still in this game. There's about 30 seconds left in the half, and I'm still trying to run it because sometimes you run it before halftime, nobody expects it, and sometimes you'll get some good pancakes. So here we go deep to Jerry Rice, and he almost comes down with it, but gets jarred loose at the end. So now it's already 3rd and 11. I'm just trying to chuck it deep, but I took too long, so I got sacked, so I ended up punting it. So Deion Sanders takes it down to the 34-yard line. So if I were him, I would have gone for a field goal maybe, but takes a sack, and that's the end of the half. So now it's the beginning of the 3rd quarter, our ball. We're in good position to take the lead. All we have to do is not turn the ball over and score, but at least 3 points up to tie the game. So from here, I started playing different. I started doing the single back formation instead of shotgun because he kept shutting everything down I was doing. So we pass it here to our tight end, and we get a nice gain there. We go up the middle with Marshall Faulk and almost broke that one loose. So we're moving up the field with ease. And right here we hit Jerry Rice for another big gain. He gets tackled down on the 19. From here we do a halfback draw with Marshall Faulk for a 2-yard gain. So now it's 2nd and 8. Marshall Faulk gets stopped again. Now it's 3rd and 6. We're going to try and go for a screen. Just get it off, and we trip up over our own guy. So we go for a field goal here. We tie up the game at 10 apiece. So now my opponent receives a ball, and he takes it up with Deion Sanders to get a nice return down to the 28. So now it's 1st and 10. Runs it up the middle with AP. Gets a 6-yard gain. So now it's 2nd and 4. He does a mean stiff arm to one of our players and gets a really big gain. Thankfully, we pushed him out of bounds there. So now it's 3rd and 10 for him because his first 2 passes were incompletions. He does that glitchy wheel vertical route, and it gets a big gain there for the 1st down. Now with his running back, he gets stopped, and his 2nd play with the running back, he gets in almost untouched. So now it's our turn to respond here. Tyreek Hill gets nailed. Luckily, he didn't fumble. Here we stand in the pocket and looked like he got a speed burst, but I guess it doesn't matter because that was a terrible play. So once again, we're just turning the ball over, shooting ourselves in the foot, and putting ourselves in bad situations. So from here, he just kicks the field goal and makes it a 2-possession game. So from here, we need to try and score as soon as possible and try and get the ball back and score again. But from here, it's already 3rd and 10, and he's just stopping everything we're throwing at him. So here, 4th down, have to go for it, and we take a sack pretty much. So from here, the game is pretty much over. We ended up shooting ourselves in the foot by throwing some bad interceptions. We're going to take another L here. So maybe on the next game, we'll do some team updates to our lineup. So if you guys enjoy the content and you guys enjoy the gameplay, make sure you guys subscribe and you like, follow my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.